Welcome to The Daily Decrypt, the go-to podcast for all things cybersecurity. Get ready to decrypt the complexities of cyber safety and stay informed. Stand at the frontier of cybersecurity news, where every insight is a key to unlocking the mysteries of the digital domain. Your voyage through the cyber news vortex starts now.
All right, welcome back to the Daily Decrypt. Today is Wednesday, February 28th, and we are talking about the sticky situation in Glasgow where Willy Wonka's chocolate experience turned sour, leaving attendees feeling more tricked than treated. Then we dive into the cryptic world of Tornado Cash, highlighting a breach that's stirring more than just the crypto pot. And finally, we code switch to the White House's war on memory vulnerabilities, proposing a shift towards memory-safe languages. Because in the world of cybersecurity, forgetting isn't an option. It's a vulnerability. In an incident that reads like a cautionary tale from the digital age, a Glasgow-based event dubbed Willy's Chocolate Experience sparked considerable uproar and disappointment, ultimately leading to police intervention. This event was inspired by the whimsical universe of Willy Wonka, and it promised a magical journey filled with enchantment and sugary delights, as depicted in AI-generated images on its official website. However, once the event actually began, attendees were met with a starkly different reality. The advertised venue, far from the Technicolor dreamscapes conjured by sophisticated image synthesis technology like OpenAI's DALL-E 3, turned out to be a drab warehouse space, barely adorned with decorations and offering scant entertainment. One's account of the event highlights a disconnect so profound that the experience lasted merely 2 minutes, culminating in disappointment and a queue of disgruntled customers demanding explanations and refunds. The contrast between the AI-generated fantasies and the grim reality of the venue underscores the growing issue of digital deception, where the ease of creating lifelike images can foster unrealistic expectations. So essentially, we've got a kid on Facebook who's purchased ad space using mixed augmented reality images generated using AI, and has sold tickets to many people. And since it was advertised using fake images, the reality did not live up to the expectation. Thus, event goers were pretty upset. So as generative AI technologies become more accessible and capable, the potential for misuse in marketing and advertising grows significantly. This incident prompts the need for transparency and honesty in the use of AI-generated content, as we're always talking about. So this event was hastily canceled, and the organizers offered refunds. But how are we going to prevent this in the future? We're going to need some sort of critical assessment of AI-generated content. And if you've been listening up until this point, you know that there are tech giants that are working on labeling artificial intelligent content. It looks like the images were a mix between actual pictures of a warehouse and then photoshopped versions of images generated using ChatGPT. So regardless of whatever labeling and metadata we can do to this AI content, Photoshop can always cut it out, change the metadata, etc. So we're going to have to get pretty creative to stop this type of behavior. Imagine a digital Robin Hood gone rogue, where the tool designed to protect your digital gold is compromised, leaking secrets like a sieve. That's exactly what happened with Tornado Cash, a crypto mixer that's been stirring more than just transactions. So what's the scoop? In the digital world's equivalent of a heist, Tornado Cash, a platform championing financial privacy on the Ethereum blockchain, got blindsided. A cleverly disguised piece of malicious code snuck into a governance proposal by someone known only as, quote, butterfly effects, began siphoning off users' private transaction notes to a shadowy server since the turn of the year. This digital sleight of hand exposed users who trusted Tornado Cash to keep their transactions under wraps, potentially blowing the cover off millions in crypto cash. So let's decrypt this together. Tornado Cash uses something called snarks, or a way to prove you know a secret without revealing it. It's like telling someone you know the world's greatest secret without actually telling them. This technology is pivotal for users needing privacy, from activists to those simply not wanting the world to know their financial moves. However, this breach shows that even the most secure vaults can be cracked, highlighting the digital age's ongoing battle between privacy and security. So if you're a Tornado Cash user, it's not about changing passwords or enabling multi-factor authentication, but you've got to verify the transactions through safer channels recommended by the platform's developers. So see the story in the show notes for the recommendations if you're a Tornado Cash user. But generally, with Bitcoin, with any sort of cryptocurrency, keep an eye on your transactions. Keep listening to this podcast to see if the platform you're using to store those Bitcoins has had any compromises or if there are any recommendations to secure those. Those are a really hot target right now, so keep an eye on those accounts. And finally, this election year, the Biden administration is really cracking down on cybersecurity. A report just came out from the White House that underscores a 3-decade-long struggle against memory safety vulnerabilities. Memory-safe vulnerabilities, such as buffer overflows, have been the Achilles heel of software security, providing a foothold for malicious actors to exploit systems. By advocating for languages that inherently prevent such vulnerabilities, the report from the White House outlines a proactive approach to security, one that prioritizes the prevention of attacks over the response to them. So this recommendation arrives at a critical juncture. The reliance on legacy code, much of which is written in languages known for their memory safety challenges like C and C++, presents a formidable barrier to enhancing cybersecurity posture. The report suggests a dual-path strategy, encouraging the adoption of memory-safe languages in new development projects, while addressing the monumental task of transitioning existing systems to safer frameworks. This approach acknowledges the complexity and embedded nature of legacy systems within our digital and physical infrastructure, highlighting the need for a nuanced, long-term strategy over simplistic, immediate fixes. And for new startups in Silicon Valley, they've really only got the funding for immediate fixes. So this guidance from the White House will hopefully not fall on deaf ears, but finding the funding to revamp an entire code base or to spend the extra week on fixes for your code is asking quite a lot. Buffer overflows have been in the OWASP top 10 for a long time now, and they're slowing down. But in order for them to completely go away is going to take billions of dollars. So we appreciate all of the attention that the White House is giving to cybersecurity. We hope it's more than a facade, and we will keep you up to date as new developments come out of the White House. All right, so that's all we've got for you today, listeners. Thanks for tuning in, and tomorrow we've got a special Leap Day episode, and there is absolutely nothing special about it. It's just a leap day. Another day for you to work your butts off at wherever you're working. So we will talk to you more then.